Hello and welcome to Perspectives for Monday, May 30th. The Christian communities of Syria will join together June 1st for a special day of prayer in which children will play a key role. Pope Francis made the announcement before leading the Angelus prayer on Sunday at St. Peter's. June 1st is International Children's Day. To mark the day, Catholic and Orthodox Christians will join together to pray for peace. Part of that prayer includes the children of Syria, inviting the children of the world to join them in that prayer. Pope Francis also thanked the deacons from around the world for their service to the Church. Just before the Angelus, the Pope finished celebrating Mass to celebrate the Jubilee for deacons. Canadian religious from across the country gathered this weekend in Montreal for their annual General Assembly. Julian Paparella has more.
We're here in Montreal at the 31st General Assembly of the Canadian Religious Conference. Over 300 religious leaders from across Canada are here. They're all the superiors of their religious communities, and the theme for their weekend is Discerning Hope Amid the Challenges. They're here to discuss the challenges that they face as religious today and as leaders of their religious communities. We spoke to a number of the participants, and here's what they had to say. We're here with Sister Rita Larrivée, the outgoing president of the Canadian Religious Conference. Sister, what is the Canadian Religious Conference?
Well, it's really the group of all the religious leaders of the men and women's religious communities of Canada. So that would be, for example, your general superiors, your provincial superiors, the heads of monasteries, and it would represent the leaders and some of the members of their council. And so we come together as a group across Canada to talk about how can we be the true witnesses to the gospel, and how do we encourage our congregations to be that as we act in favor of the poor and justice here in Canada. That's what we are. We're just a group of people that come together to witness to the gospel.
We're here with Father Simon Pierre Arnold. You're the abbot of a Benedictine monastery that you founded in the Andes of Peru. You're here this weekend to speak to the Canadian Religious Conference. The theme is hope. The theme is the challenges that are faced. What do you speak about this afternoon? What do you have to say to the Canadian religious?
But first, I think that the Canadian Conference of Religious is a very peculiar, very specific religious life, because it was in the past a very powerful religious life, very connected with the political life, the history of Quebec and Canada, and now it's passing through a very deep crisis. They choose to be just prophetic, to be a very significant presence within the world, in this world and this new culture.
We're here with Monsignor Archbishop Luigi Bonazzi. Thank you very much, Monsignor, for being with us. What is the significance of religious life in Canada? What is the significance of this weekend of the Canadian Religious Conference?
This is an important moment, I think, in the life of the Church in Canada, where people from different religious congregations comes together in order to understand together, I think, thanks to the enlightenment of the Holy Spirit, what they are called to be and called to do.
And finally, nearly 400 people joined Salt and Light in Vancouver this weekend for the Taste and See Gala. The event, to raise money for Salt and Light's future projects, including our coverage of World Youth Day Krakow, was hosted by the Archdiocese of Vancouver. The evening included a question and answer session with Archbishop Michael Miller, Father Thomas Rosica, and myself, as well as presentations from our team. Thank you to everyone who took part in the event and to the organizers and volunteers in Vancouver. And that's it for Perspectives today. If you're watching on our television network, stay tuned for Vatican Connections.